Not every Harley is a legend. Some are just a mistakes. And the Street 500 and 750. They are the perfect example of what happens when a legendary brand tries too hard to cut costs and chase new markets. Back in 2014, Harley-Davidson launched the Street 500 and 750 series. The idea? Create a more affordable, lightweight Harley to appeal to younger riders, city commuters, and even markets in Asia and Europe. These bikes were made in India and partially in the US for local markets. Owners immediately noticed cheap plastics, basic fit and finish, and a lack of the premium feel Harley is known for. You'd expect rugged metal and chrome. Instead, you get plastic tanks, rough welds, and weak paint jobs. The 749 cubic centimeters V-twin, or 494 cubic centimeters for the 500, lacks the iconic Harley rumble. It sounds more like a commuter bike than a cruiser. No thump. No growl. It's smooth, too smooth for Harley fans. It doesn't handle like a cruiser, nor a city bike. The low-quality suspension and tires make cornering unpredictable. It feels heavy in traffic, but light and unstable at speed. The resale value is abysmal. Used Harley Street models are among the cheapest Harleys you can buy. And that's not a good thing. Many people find them hard to sell even at low prices. Some Harley dealerships didn't want to promote them. Others lacked the parts or techs to properly service them. Even Harley's own fanbase rejected the Street series. So what went wrong? Harley tried to reach a market they didn't understand with a product that lacked the soul of their brand. The result? A bike nobody really wanted and even loyal fans didn't respect. Have you ever ridden or owned a Street 500 or 750? What was your experience? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video useful, hit that like button, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell.